So folks, welcome to a new playthrough, this time featuring Ducktales Remastered. And here's the funny thing. This is actually the second recording I'm starting, because when I actually started doing the regular recording, I wanted to do extreme mode, and I just jumped straight into it. But one thing I didn't realize is no progress will be saved until you beat the game. Yeah, that's absolutely extreme. Like, the game will not save at all until you beat it. So I'm gonna go to hard mode instead, and skipping cutscenes and stuff, because, you know, trying to save time. Another thing I didn't know either was that in extreme mode, it actually turns on hard. You have no option to turn off hard pogo, meaning that you're stuck with it and you just can't do anything. So, you know, while I'm kind of while I do want to do a hard mode, I think I'm just gonna play it safe and just do hard instead of extreme, because, you know. But yeah, this is like my third playthrough of this game, first time actually recording it. But man, I was like really, like, it was funny because I didn't see the announcement of this game coming, and I don't think anyone really did. But then it was just we were hanging, my brother and I were just hanging out someplace, and like suddenly my brother said, "Hey, check this out," and I'm just watching some little trailer saying like, "A long-loved game, soon to come back." All this other stuff. So many people claimed it so well, and then out of nowhere, it just said DuckTales. Like, no way! Like, it was a really exciting moment to actually find out this game was actually going to get a thing, because, well, honestly, DuckTales 1 wasn't really my most nostalgic game. My most nostalgic game was DuckTales 2. But it wasn't until, like, on the Game Boy, the regular Game Boy, that I actually enjoyed the DuckTales game. Like, I guess I should have known that there was a DuckTales 1, but, I don't know, I just had more playtime on DuckTales 2 on the Game Boy version, but I didn't know that there was a NES version of DuckTales 2, so I was technically playing the inferior version all my life, but, you know, memories are memories. And memories are... Never mind, I'm not going to make that joke. But yeah, for those who don't know, this game was developed by WayForward, the same people who made Mighty Switch Force and Shantae and so many other games. But yeah, I think the thing that really got me into, why don't you get the burger and then take this? Hey, yeah, done, son. Anyway, WayForward has slowly become like one of my most favorite Western game developers of all time, just because of like, oh no, my money, me money, no. Simply because of, like, they just know how to do what it do for the most part. Like, they're kind of, what is it? They're kind of indie, kind of freelance, so, you know, they kind of do what they're hired to do. But when they make original games like Mighty Switch Force, they know how to do what it do, and it's just, they're just like really a good company. Along with that, they like know how to make good music, or their composer Jake Kaufman knows how to make good music, as I basically harped on about in, of course, the Mighty Switch Force playthrough. And it's just such a good game. And it's funny because, like, for such a short game, and like it is somewhat painfully short, like not as short as Journey, another game I need to play, but it's still, you know, short compared to other games. It's like still such a fun playthrough. And the fact that this is actually my third time playing this game now, you know, shows that either I'm really nostalgia happy or this is actually a really solid game, and I really think it's the latter. And chairs. And tables. Because, you know, things that you find in the household and or garage. But yeah, just what makes it so good, I think, as most people have already heard, is just like the music for one thing. The fact that all the sprites are actually redone as hand-drawn animations, I think for the most part, yeah, hand-drawn animations, so you actually see, it actually looks like you're playing the cartoon a little bit, save for the 3D background, but that's like probably the only little gripe that I probably have of this game, just the 3D backgrounds, which still look good. You know, just kind of wish that, even though it's hand-drawn, but still, a good game is a good game, and you can't take that away. A solidly fun game is still a good game, and you can't take that away. But they just know how to go the extra mile for, like, a good amount of their games and stuff, too. Like their Adventure Time game for the DS, which I admittedly never really got to play, but would like to. It's really well-made animation, really solidly made, and I think they said that Pendleton Ward, the guy who created Adventure Time, actually got into creating the story for the game. So, you know, they're pretty good at what to do. Let's see, what do you want me to do here? Whoa, don't hit me with that thing. You could get someone hurt with throwing that kind of stuff. Not the bow, no, oh! Okay, that was my own mistake. But yeah, I started this game on normal mode and then beat it on hard mode, so hopefully with some luck this won't be any real trouble for me. Just the fingers crossed. The feathers crossed. Because, you know. But yeah, I think what really made this come out of nowhere too was that, like, it's a licensed game. So you're just not really going to expect a lot of licensed games to really, get a revival, no matter how good they usually are. So the fact that DuckTales got a revival is just, such a good thing. I'm sorry no one actually wants to catch the story. I've been there, done that. If you want to check it, buy the game yourself. Or check another playthrough. I'm kidding. Please watch my like, fave, subscribe. Nah, but yeah. What makes this game, I think, really more surprising too is that a lot of times licensed games tend to suck. Because either they're under budgeted or companies just hire, the owners of the IPs often just hire, any old developer to make the game, and, they just go like, you know what, kids will buy it anyway, so whatever. But, I mean, I'm glad that, I'm trying to remember the stories about this game. Either Capcom came to WayForward or WayForward came to Capcom. One of the two. And, again, I'm just glad it's WayForward out of, like, a whole bunch of companies, because they just know how to make 2D games. 2D platformers, especially. And did you guys hear that, Mighty Switch Force 2 is actually getting an HD remix, or at least it's coming to the Wii U, so that's something. Which I've already got the one on 3DS, but I'm definitely going to double dip. I think I'm harping a little bit too hard on this. But when a good game is a good game, and a game that you enjoy, why not enjoy it? I mean, people are always so negative, often, usually, yeah, people are so oftenly negative. You never really get to hear too much of, like, happy, happy, joy, joy stuff, so why not? Take that, you bee! Sure isn't the bee's knees. I capped that bee in its knees. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to really say. The music's good, the gameplay is good. The gameplay's solid, actually. I haven't really ran into any glitches, so... And considering how often they actually occur in modern games nowadays, that's kind of high praise. Oh god! Freaking snake. I gotta get that. Yoink. Wait, can I go up? I need to check this out. And yeah. But yeah, I think in comparison, I don't think DuckTales 2 holds up as well as DuckTales. Oh, you can go up. I wonder what's... Actually, let me go down. I changed my mind. Whoa. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think DuckTales 2 holds up as well in comparison to DuckTales 1. And it's hard to say why, because it's like kind of a lot more of the same. Which is never bad. But I think for a lot of people, including myself, the music is kind of what makes the game. So, that's basically all I can really say about that. Alright, let me do this carefully. Get out! But yeah, I'm just getting all kinds of one-ups. I don't care. But, dang, I'm trying to think of other stuff to say, but I can't just keep harping. I can keep harping on this game all day long if I actually knew what I wanted to say, but instead, I'll actually go on the adventure. We actually have to collect a total of how many coins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 down, 2 more to go. Ain't no problem for Scrooge McDuck. Ah, okay. It might be a slight problem. Ain't no problem. Okay, it might actually be a thing. Wait. Oh, I guess this thing was... You know what? Screw it. 4, 5, 6. But yeah, I think the WayForward has also said that, depending on how good this game goes, and like how, keen Capcom will be in like getting more of the games, there's a chance that we could actually get more classic Disney Capcom games being remade or remastered, which would be really awesome, because I don't think I've really got to play too many other than like DuckTales 2. Aladdin was a Virgin Mobile, not Virgin Mobile, was a... It's all that they are now. No, Aladdin was a Virgin game. So was the Jungle Book. See, I did play DuckTales, woohoo. I can't recall too many other Capcom games I've actually actively played. Well, I really can't. Oh well, I mean, having them remastered would just means more games for me to go back and play. Oh yeah, we did have... Oh yeah, I remember now. My brother and I did have Darkwing Duck. And that game was like... Either we really sucked, or that game really was hard as nails. But a lot of NES games back in the day were kind of hard as nails anyway. But yeah, so I would like to... I think that's the next game I would love to see them do. I mean, any game I wouldn't complain. But I think DuckTales... I mean, sorry. Darkwing Duck would really be a really good game that a lot of people would really love to see again. Basically, any game that was part of the Disney Afternoon lineup, which included DuckTales, Chip and Dale, Goof Troop, and Darkwing Duck. Any of those would be fine, actually, But yeah, I mean, not only did they go the extra mile with the voice... Oh, sorry, I went out of balance with that. Not only did they go the extra mile with actually the gameplay, the scenery, and the sprites, they actually went the extra mile with actually, you know, bringing back the original voices for this game, too. As much of the original voices as possible. Because what I've been reading up on forums, and even my brother told me, is that the guy who voices Scrooge McDuck is about either 70-something or 90-something. That's a really far way off to go, but it's one of the two, definitely. Nothing here. Let's go! But, yeah. I mean, can you imagine being one of those voice actors for the show that, like, you just randomly called, like, hey, we're remaking a game based on a show that was made over 20 years ago. How would you like to come to the studio and do this? Like, I think I would... I don't know how I'd feel. Probably be the happiest day of my life. Getting all the money, and getting hit by the beast. But yeah, the purpose that money plays in this game... I don't know why I'm doing this such a formal Let's Play, but... I'm just assuming not a lot of people have played this game, because it's not as old... Okay, it's a remake of an old game, but it's not as old as, say... Or it's not as old and widely played, I think, as, say, like Mario 64 and Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time, which is a game I should totally play. Yeah. And check out this little animation here. You hit a solid object, and it's like, look at that Alright. Calm down, Damien. Calm down, DT. Calm down. It's just a game. Okay. Man, I don't know. I guess I do have moments where I do, like, harp and geek out on, like, so many things, but I think this is one of the first times I'm actually playing through where I've, like, you know, harped on it, like, just so much in such a glorious... Oh god, run, Scrooge McDuck. Scrooge McDougal. But yeah, I think this is one of the rare times where I've actually, like, harped on a game, like, so much in, like, in such an enjoyable sense. Like, I really do enjoy this game, of course, but, actually, I should probably get that. Oh no, it's gone! Never mind. That treasure chest ain't coming back. But yeah, I think I'm often, like, positive about a lot of games, but I don't think I really harped on as much games as I usually do, say, this one. Mrs. Beakley, what are you doing here? Oh, you know, just taking in the sights and stuff. But yeah, and it's just interesting to think that, like, there's so many different ways this game could have gone. Because if a lot of people remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time remake that was made a few years back, that one was, like, really hyped and stuff. Oh, okay. Take that, you native! I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright. But yeah, for those who remember the Turtles in Time remake that was supposed to happen and actually did happen, a lot of people will remember how disappointing that was. Although maybe it wasn't, like, an outright bad game, but it was definitely not one of the ones that's, like, you know, like, to be truly, truly proud of, I think. And I only got to play the demo, but it just, you ever played one of those demos and you just kind of knew exactly how it was going to feel if you just continued? That's kind of how the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time demo actually turned out for me. Not to say it was an outright bad game, but, you know, it's like, oh, I thought there was a hidden wall somewhere around here. Maybe not. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. But yeah, that, you know, when you do a remake, the purpose is to, you know, make it better than the original. And if you kind of fail at doing that, it's not to say you're a bad developer at all, not even saying that at all. Just, if you're gonna remake a good game, you need to do better than the old game did. And Turtles in Time was kind of already a classic gem to begin with that already looked pretty decent. I mean, I think all they would have had to do was just recopy the system. How do I get past the snake? Hey, yeah! Oh, I guess I should have just waited. But yeah, all they had to do was just basically, like, you know, copy the system, not make things 3D, because I think when you make a cartoony thing 3D, it just doesn't really hold up as well. And it's not to say that we didn't have the technology either. We have the technology. We can rebuild them. Yeah, it's not to say that we didn't have the technology either, because, you know, the remake was on the 360. I'm about to get hit by one of these. Heck yeah! It's not the guy I needed to hit. Take this snake. This is Snake. I'm done for. Alright, take this. There we go. I'm surprised I haven't died yet, but, you know, I guess that's the way there's a hidden section. Extra life for... Oh, it's just... Treasure. Haha. Oh, let me just take that. Oh yeah, I did forget to say that the purpose of collecting all this money so you can actually buy extra stuff. I think back in the original game, it was about like getting a different ending depending on how much or how little money you actually got. Kind of like Luigi's Mansion. But here though, it's just so you can buy all the extra stuff. And you can't buy everything on a single playthrough, which is why... Just hit this guy. Yeah! You can't get everything on a single playthrough, which is why, you know, it's so short but sweet. But, like, not super painful where you can't, you know, where it's painful to go through again. At least in my opinion. Still hard to say whether I'm actually being driven by... I mean, a lot of it is because it's a good game. But I'm sure a lot of it is also partially nostalgia for the TV show. Yeah. But yeah, it seems like retro revivals... No, retro revivals definitely started around, I want to say maybe 2007, 8, 9-ish? It was definitely around one of those times. Don't hit me! Okay. Oh, I died! No. But yeah, retro revivals have definitely been like a really big trend. Which has kind of always been a trend to a certain extent, but, you know, when you got stuff like New Super Mario Brothers, I think one of the earliest ones was, Bionic Commando. Might have been one of the earlier retro revivals, and of course Mega Man 9. It's not to say retro revivals haven't always kind of happened, but a trend is, you know, the trend has definitely grown in this past generation. Not to really complain. Keith, it's not like we're not getting less original games too. Although to a certain extent, maybe, you know, with a lot of things being sequels. Did I get hit 3 times? Okay. That's the last time I'm gonna die in this playthrough. I was gonna... You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna play myself up higher than I can when I'm already getting my butt kicked. Take this! Yeah. Aztec. More like as... You better do something else. That doesn't work. That doesn't work too well. But yeah, while we're on the subject of retro revivals, I would... Like, one thing I've always kind of liked the idea of, or wanted to try to do, or put on my bucket list, is to try to bring back Bubsy the Bobcat. You all remember Bubsy, right? I don't think a lot of people remember. I'm sure enough people remember Bubsy. Come on, I dodged that. I never had this much trouble before. Clearly, it's a Let's Play curse. With this Aztec duck getting in my way. Oh, whoa, no! Just barely. But yeah, one of the things I wanted to try to bring back, if possible, was Bubsy the Bobcat. And I have like legitimately looked up information, trying to you know, contact the person or people in charge of the franchise. If you can even really call it a franchise anymore. Heck yeah! Alright, let's see if I can do this right. Take this. No, don't get hit. Alright, I dodged it. And you're done, son. I guess I gotta do one more. But, yeah, I actually tried to contact the person or people in charge of the franchise, but there's just no information done online. No, son of a quack! Alright. That sure is some foul play. Right there. No. Alright, but yeah. I've been legitimately trying to come into contact or try to find the person, trying to find some information on trying to get the rights to the franchise, because they're definitely not doing anything with that. Not even sure if the person who made it is even still alive. People in the comment section below, if you know how to contact the guy who made Bubsy Bobcat, let me know. I sure would love to contact them. I would actually get into game development if it meant I'd have the opportunity to make, you know, to revive a yeah, I'd love to revive a No, to revive a franchise in some way, shape, or form. Like, I'd love to make my own original games. But again, if there was any game that I could actually get a chance to remake, I think Bubsy Bobcat would probably be a really good opportunity, because I don't think anyone, much to any other people, have really thought about that. Or actually have the drive to actually do it. Because, you know, there's kind of that question, you know, there's going to be the cynical people saying, like, how do you know, make something good out of a bad franchise? But I wouldn't really say it was a bad franchise. I would more say it was, like, kind of more of a troubled franchise. You know, like that kid in school who, you know, wants to make good of his life, but just, you know, it's just not that easy. Because he doesn't have the drive! It's really hard to see those up there. I'm telling you. But this should be the final time, though. I should definitely get it done real soon. Soon that, face doesn't... Oh, you kidding me? I thought we were done. Okay, 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 okay. Are you? Come on! Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Alright. Yeah. Alright, and then, yeah. And then, yeah, you're done, son. You ain't nothing without your magical cane. Wow, that actually works, because Scrooge McDuck has a pogo cane. Which, to a certain extent, I guess is magical. Wow, I'd never... The one time, out of all the entire times I've used that line since the Sly Cooper playthrough, it's actually came into play now. That's interesting. But yeah, man, this could have been the long intro episode. I was thinking of trying to finish up right after that Money Bin stage, but yeah, I decided to keep the drive going. At least get the Amazon out of the way and stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. I shall see you guys in the next episode as we continue on through... What is the next stage? Let me see here. Transylvania. Yeah. See you guys in Transylvania. Peace.